impact player from the moment he set foot in the league. Ja Morant, the real deal. And he's ready to go as they settle in for the game at Spectrum Center. Grizzlies, Hornets. We'll be right back on 2K Sports. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at the Hornets. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs.
And checking out Charlotte, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. D.A., it's all yours.
Thank you very much. Jaren Jackson Jr. is continuing in his father's NBA footsteps. Asked about that influence, Jaren said, just his heart for the game and tenacity. You have to be able to shoot and play defense because you don't want to be a liability. At the end of the day, my dad did all of that, and he won a ring. Kevin Jaren Jr. wants that last part, too.
I can see why, D.A., and I think he's well on his way. Thank you for that one. And the travel in the NBA, just exhausting, Clark. It's just incredible how many miles these teams rack up, how many miles these players fly.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Kevin, and charter flights certainly help. But, man, I tell you, the season is 7 months long, and you're on planes probably 60% of that time. Whether you're going back and forth from a home road trip, whatever, it's a lot of wear and tear, but it is part of the business, and guys do learn how to adjust and be ready to do their jobs at a high level in spite of it.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Clark is out there with Dylan Brooks. Then it's Morant. Then it's Jaren Jackson. And it's Bane in at the 2. And for the Hornets, we've got Terry Rozier. Plumlee out there with P.J. Washington. And it's Hayward. And it's Ball in at the 2-guard spot. Rozier against Morant. And Rozier, here we go. And there's the pass to Washington. Ball from long range. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Boy, an excellent passer for a big man. P.J. Washington's floor awareness, impressive.
Clark outside. Back to Morant. Kept alive. And that one's good by Clark.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Ball, the pass to Rozier. Ball kicks to Hayward. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. The basket good off the assist from Hayward.
Hey, when Terry Rozier is hitting these jump shots, it really widens the driving lanes for him.
And so here's Memphis. 4-point game. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Now, here's Rozier. He had 13 points in the win against the Pistons in Detroit. Ball from long range. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Off to a nice start here. They've hit all 3 from the field.
And with LaMelo Ball, this team struck gold. Exactly what the Hornets needed. Great production and a face of the franchise type of talent.
Here's Bane. 11 points for him in that last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Hayward. The shot, no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Bane, no good. You know, Greg, thinking about LaMelo and this team, he's got the fans here in Charlotte excited.
And Kevin, let's be honest here for a moment. The Hornets haven't had a lot of luck in the draft. Finally, they knocked one out of the park, and the fans are ecstatic.
Now here's Plumlee. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Pistons in Detroit. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
And one of these modern wings who doesn't just shoot threes. Brooks is a tough guy to cover.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
And that one falls for Brooks.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high-usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
And both free throws good for Brooks.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Now, here's Rozier. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And it's hard to believe that Gordon Hayward has been playing for over a decade in the NBA. Now a seasoned vet, firmly in the second half of his career.
And Hayward has had a bit of a career renaissance lately, looking more and more like his old self.
And Kevin, it's just great to see him playing at this level again. I think it's testament to how much he loves the game of basketball, as well as how badly this guy wants a chance to win a championship.
The free throw drops by Hayward.
And, you know, there's no question about it. Hayward is an exciting player and an athletic forward who can really, really score.
Hayward hits them both. You know, Hayward, like a lot of NBA players, is a pretty serious gamer in his free time off the court.
And you know what, Kevin? There are some people that think video games help with your hand-eye coordination. I'm not sure if that's the case or not, but I do know there are worse ways to rest up and keep yourself ready for the next real game than what Hayward was doing.
4 on the shot clock. Morant, that's for 2. That one wide left.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That's foul number 2 for him. Adams, he's checked in for Clark. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
That'll be a 5-second call. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 7. Rozier against Morant. Over Rozier. And that one's good. Morant.
And with the pace that Morant plays with, that mid-range is a great option. He can surprise defenders expecting Ja to drive it.
Now here's Hayward. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Plumlee dishes the ball. And he overshot that one, missing. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Here's Brooks. Hayward grabs the board.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Offensive rebound. Rozier. Morant with some nice D. Rozier's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Pass to Morant. Driving the lane and finished off by Morant.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
Outside ball. For three, Hayward. It's rebounded by Memphis. Last time they met was in Memphis.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
Wow. Dylan Brooks off the bounce. Teammates are loving that.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
For Charlotte, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Outside, Ball. And he makes good on the layup. Ball's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You know, because Ball is so skilled, defenders try to get physical with him, rough him up a bit, but it doesn't faze him. That rarely works against Ball.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Morant with it. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Pistons in Detroit.
And coming out of high school, John Morant said he was a no-star recruit. One reason he may have been overlooked was his small-town upbringing, growing up in Dalzell, South Carolina.
The Grizzlies shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
That's good from Morant. And even though he played on an AAU team with Zion Williamson, you know, scouts, Greg, were looking right past John Morant.
And didn't get a lot of offers at first. After 2 years at Murray State, he joined Steph Curry and Damian Lillard as another star point guard out of a mid-major program. And to this day, he carries that underdog chip on his shoulder. And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point god moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Over Ball. Here's Adams. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Right side, Ball. It's stolen by Adams. Brooks against Plumlee. Passes to Bain. Back to Brooks. Shot clock at 5. To the middle. Here's Morant. That ties the game. 7 points for Ja Morant. And Greg, you talk about the fearlessness for Morant. Reminiscent of Allen Iverson. The way he throws his body all around.
I mean, get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's the goal of his as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his own.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
The Grizzlies shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. Back to Morant. Outside Jackson. This one for 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
A point who knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
Pass to Harrell. On the wing, Rozier. Sinks the three-pointer. Rozier's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Charlotte.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And here's Morant after Terry Rozier hitting the 3. And Adams kicks to Brooks. The pass to Bain. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Brooks for 3. The Grizzlies keeping it alive with a new 14. Adams' shot is good.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Ball surveying the defense. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen by Brooks. Down low. Adams with it. Now guarded by Harrell. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Ball. Pass to Rozier. It's deflected. Here's Brooks. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And you have to like how active Brooks is on the floor. Working hard to be where his team needs him on that break.
Charlotte calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And, Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. McDaniels checked in for Plumlee. Kelly Oubre comes in for Gordon Hayward. Bouknight, he's checked in for Ball. And Isaiah Thomas subbed in for Rozier.
That's a shot Thomas is never going to be shy about taking. I mean, he's got confidence that if the three-pointer is there, he'll make it.
Jones finds Adams. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. You're much better off making him go to the line.
The Grizzlies shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he can't get the first one.
And I've heard Adams is a big gamer, video games. I mean, he doesn't watch sports in his off time like a lot of guys. He'd rather have a controller in his hand.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
And here in the early going, missed free throws starting to become the storyline.
Yeah, and as a coaching staff, you feel helpless here. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. You just hope they snap out of the rut.
Pass to McDaniels. Sinks that one from the post. And it's a 3-point Hornets lead.
And, you know, there you see the instincts of IT. Sensing when his man is broken free and then getting the ball there on time.
Here's Jones. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Now the dish to Adams. He kicks it to Green. Outside, Jones. Lock at 6. Three-pointer. Oubre pulls it in. Charlotte, their last game, a win against the Pistons. Here's Bouknight. Comes up empty down low. 14 feet away. Williams' shot is off.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Bounce pass, Thomas. McDaniels with the second effort. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Here's Jones. Adams trying to free himself up. And the basket by Jones. Charlotte leading by 3. And here is Bouknight. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Thomas finds Oubre. Pass to Bouknight. Over Green. Again, the Hornets score. And it's Jones with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. To the middle. Here's Williams. A second chance effort. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now here's Thomas. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Jones with it. Now Thomas defending. Williams kicks to Jones. Over Harrell. Jones, no luck. Hornets leading by 3. To the inside. Here's McDaniels. Second shot opportunity, and it's blocked. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Williams. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Grizzlies have shot 50% from the line today. 3 for 6. And that one falls for Williams. He's off on the second. LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Hornets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And one of the better young two-way big men in the NBA, Jaren Jackson. He talked about how his defensive responsibilities grow.
Probably be more of a backline help, talk more, give more help for the rotations because, you know, depending on what team you play, there's a lot of specific things you got to do to guard a certain player.
Well, with his 7'4" wingspan, Jackson has all the tools to be an elite rim protector.
But advanced understanding of positioning. His father was an NBA player, so he's been taught the game from a young age.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we've been watching from the Hornets.
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter, we've got Williams. Green is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Tillman in at the power forward.
What a nice job getting up to deny that shot. Washington showing you terrific anticipation on that rejection.
No good on that one. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That is his first foul of the game. There might be more talent at the point guard position now, Greg, than there's ever been in the NBA. But who do you think sits at the top of that list?
I mean, Kevin, there's so many incredible talents, and not that I'm dodging it, but honestly, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It depends on what kind of tickles your fancy in terms of the point guard. If it's the ability to shoot and play without it, Steph's at the top of your league list, but then you get a guy like Chris Paul, who I think is as good as anybody's ever been in the pick and roll. So they're just different ways to approach this thing. And, of course, now I've forgotten 4 or 5 guys that I should have added into this conversation.
Boy, nice job that time by P.J. Washington to knock down the shot after setting the screen.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Jones. That one off the back iron and out. Charlotte has gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Thomas passes to Bouknight. Green with the ball. Now defended by Oubre. Got a piece of it. Williams with the steal. Charlotte, their last game, a win against the Pistons in Detroit. Jones in the post. Thomas is on him.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And the pass to Bouknight. 5 on the clock. Oubre for 3. Tillman grabs the miss. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Clark outside. Green passes to Clark. Outside, Jones. Over Thomas. Memphis the rebound. Here's Tillman. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Tillman's got his first basket of the night.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Thomas passes to Bouknight. Inside. Right block shot. Here's Washington. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Washington's got 4 points now in the quarter. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Plumlee, he's checked in for Harrell. Gordon Hayward comes in for Kelly Oubre. Ball's checked in for Bouknight. And it's Rozier in for Isaiah Thomas. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Jackson, he's checked in for Williams. Dylan Brooks comes in for Tillman. Baines checked in for Green. And it's Morant in for Tyus Jones. Now here's Brooks. He's got 6. Hayward with some nice D.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
You know, Greg, sometimes it's just hard to quantify defense, but some new age metrics really value Mason Plumlee.
And there's a stat called defensive box plus minus that measures how good your team is with you on the floor. Year in, year out, Mason Plumlee is top 20 in the league, proving his overall effect on a game on the defensive end.
Grizzlies on defense. Following the basket by LaMelo Ball. Back to Rozier. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Morant with it. Now guarded by Ball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
He's hit his free throws at a pretty good clip this year, 77%.
Guys, I don't think there's any doubt that the work he's put in practicing free throw shooting has paid off. I mean, he's made nice strides in getting those shooting percentage numbers up.
And that one falls for Clark.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
And so Clark nails both of them. Charlotte leading by 6. Outside, Ball. Pass to Hayward. Outside, Ball. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Bain. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Lays it up and banks it in.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Charlotte's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Outside, Ball. Passes it to Washington. Back to Ball. And it's off from three-point range.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Count that one. Now just a 2-point Hornets lead.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Here's Rozier. The Grizzlies making the shot. Outside, Ball. Hayward on the wing. 6 to shoot. Releases. Cans the shot from the wing. Hayward's got 6.
You know, that's Hayward's game right there. I mean, he's out there to take and make these types of jumpers and to do so consistently.
And he recovers it. Charlotte leading by 4. Outside, Ball. Hayward can't hit. And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That's his first foul. McDaniels, he's checked in for the Hornets. Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Now Morant. He's got 7. Jackson has the open look. They get the rebound. Goes up again. Poked away. The 3-ball. Again, the miss by Jackson.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Now, here's McDaniels. He's covered by Clark. There's Ball with the 3. It's Clark with the rebound. The Grizzlies shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively, to say the least. Count it. He's got 9.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And the Hornets miss again. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies, trailing by 2. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Here's Adams. He nails it, and we're tied up. Adams has got his second bucket.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
To the paint, here's Plumlee, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Morant passes to Bain. Now here's Jackson. Unloads from 13. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Bain. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Six on the shot clock.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And boy, I tell you what, he's really coming to his own this year. I mean, that is an enormous step up from what he shot at the line last season.
First free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe. Here's Ball. A 20-point game for him in the win against Detroit.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
Pass to Plumlee. Shoots over Morant. Plumlee, no luck. And here are the Grizzlies now. They're on a 12-4 run. They get it back. Jackson. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And the tools are there for Jackson to become a great rebounder. Has the size and an instinct for the game.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
The free throw drops for Jackson.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Now, here's Rozier. He has 6. Hayward dishes to McDaniels. Outside, Ball. Just 5 to shoot. And shot on the way. Off the left rim and out.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Clark outside. Adams down low. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And good that time. Ball's got 12 points in the game.
Tell you what, the competitive spirit of Ball, I absolutely love it. This guy is relentless.
And here are the Grizzlies. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's Morant. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Good on the bucket. And it's now only a 1-point Memphis lead.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. To the middle. And it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
And the Hornets call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Harrell, he's checked in for Plumlee. Oubre comes in for Gordon Hayward. Bouknight, he's checked in for Ball. And Thomas subbed in for Rozier. Memphis also making some changes. Tillman comes in for Brandon Clark. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Bain. Now here's Oubre. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Back to Thomas. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Morant against Thomas. The pass to Bouknight. 55 seconds left in the first half of basketball. From deep, Thomas. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Now here's Jones. Outside Jackson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too. Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Jackson misses.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And the foul called on Xavier Tillman. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Now here's Bouknight. Not a lot of room. Oubre on the wing. Charlotte again missing. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 3. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle there in the first half, huh? For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even.
They were in a rough spot, down 7 at one point, but kept it from getting worse than that. And they turned it on during that second quarter, turning that deficit into a lead and playing with confidence. Kenny, what was your take on Memphis?
The bench unit was an essential part of the puzzle in the first half. They really stepped it up in a big way, and that helped out. And now the starters can appreciate not having to carry the load on their own.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Charlotte.
They did some good things, but not enough. They need to start being more assertive. Go harder to the rim. Generate some free throw opportunities at the very least. Do something.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Nice game. Great performance so far by LaMelo Ball.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Washington out there with Plumlee, then it's Ball, then there's Terry Rozier, and it's Hayward in at the 3 spot. So that's who James Borrego starts the second half with. Now, here's Clark, following the miss by LaMelo Ball.
Boy, what a rookie season for LaMelo Ball. He was the 3rd overall pick and saw immediate action for the Hornets. And in my mind, Kevin, I thought he was the clear Rookie of the Year front runner early.
Clock at 6. Bane, no good. Hornets trail by 3. Pass to Rozier. Back to Hayward. Ball from long range. You can't get that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now.
And Ball began his rookie season coming off the bench, but eventually they had to find a way to start him.
Yeah, clearly, Greg, he needed to be in the starting lineup, and he actually started until the wrist injury. He showed that he was an elite rookie. This team has a great future with him running the point guard spot.
Morant against Ball. Morant kicks to Brooks. Passes it to Jackson. There's the 3. And Ja Morant with the 3. Morant's got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies.
And this is something Morant must keep working on. When he's dialed in from distance, this offense is at a whole nother level.
Now, here's Rozier. He's got 6. Hayward outside. Ball, the pass to Washington. That misses off the backboard. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Here's Bane. To the inside. Jackson. And the shot goes in. Jackson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And don't forget, his dad played in the NBA as well. So Jackson probably grew up getting bumped all the time trying to score in the backyard.
Now, here's Rozier. He dishes it to Plumlee. Ball kicks to Rozier. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Bane passes to Brooks. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Jackson. Count that one. And that's 10 points for Jaren Jackson.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Morant against Rozier. Hayward outside. Washington inside. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Here's Plumlee. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Jackson. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Back to Washington. Jackson finds Brooks. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
And the toughness of Brooks on display, not fearing contact when he's looking to score inside.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And that one falls for Brooks. And Greg, the league's in a great place for talent. So many incredible players just entering their primes. You excited where the league is right now headed?
Oh, my goodness, Kevin. Guys like Devin Booker and Luka Doncic, Donovan Mitchell. I mean, the list goes on and on. And a lot of these youngsters carrying their teams to great heights. Impressive to watch.
And the Hornets call time here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Outside, Ball. Down low, here's Plumlee. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Plumlee's got his second basket.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Brooks against Hayward. Back to Green. Shot clock at 6. It's Brooks on the wing. Defended by Hayward. Brooks misses. Hornets trail by 10. Washington passes to Hayward. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
Boy, you look at the defense, not nearly the hustle or energy at that end of the floor. It's the exact opposite of what it was in the first half.
And so here's Charlotte after Memphis gets the 3. And Ball slams it in.
And, you know, Hayward's floor recognition and composure, really impressive. Knows precisely when to pass over to the open man.
Rozier against Morant. Brooks, left side. Out to Morant. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Hayward outside from the arc. Brooks grabs the board.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Jackson finds Brooks. Plumlee with some nice D.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Ball against Green. Hayward from outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Hayward's got 9.
You can do so much with Hayward offensively because he's versatile. He's good off the bounce, and he can catch and shoot as well.
Clark, the pass to Jackson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
After connecting on one three-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Ball with the bucket.
That sudden burst by Ball is so effective, zipping in before the defense can react.
Here's Morant. He's got 14. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Plumlee. Oubre comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Rozier. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Jackson. Tillman comes in for Clark. Williams, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Danny Green. Now here's Williams. Pass to Tillman. Back to Williams. Kicks it to Jones. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Here is Williams. Five to shoot. Outside, Jones.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Memphis?
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And that one falls for Jones. And so Jones nails both of them.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Ball kicks to Thomas. The pass to Washington. Good D by Williams.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Ball against Morant. Pass to Williams. Morant against Oubre. Shoots it up. And it's Morant missing. Hornets trail by 10.
And coming up, Montrezl Harrell said he patterned his game after the All-Star Zach Randolph. Zebo was undersized on paper but was strong as an ox and found angles to finish.
Now here's Ball. 18 points for him. 4-3, Oubre. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists now tonight. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Outside, Jones. Passes it to Tillman. Inside, here's Adams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And like the great Zebo, Montrezl Harrell might be undersized on paper, but Craig, that 7'4" wingspan levels the playing court.
Not to mention his leaping ability. Harrell's more of a dunker, quite honestly, but he also displays that soft touch inside. No
good on that one.
Wow, What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. That's off as well, so he misses both.
And Kelly Oubre, the new face on the Hornets, was hoping to get a bigger deal in free agency. The market, though, just not there for him. Ended up with a 2-year deal in a situation where he feels he can show his work.
Jones with Adams outside. He kicks to Williams. Pass to Tillman. Now Adams. Memphis moving it around. Jones hits for 2. And another miss by Memphis. Fades. Oubre pulls it in. Oubre's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. It's stolen by Adams. Morant scanning the floor. To the inside, Williams, and the basket is good. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
High-level passer, even for a point guard. Morant shows the imagination.
Ball, the pass to Thomas. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 6 assists here tonight.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Driving in, and then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 18. Now the pass to Washington. From deep, Thomas. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Harrell against Morant. A floater, and it's good on the layup. And it's an 8-point Memphis lead.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Ball kicks to Thomas. Gets an open look and hits. Thomas got 7 points for the quarter.
Boy, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
Here's Jones. Up and in on the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 8. Charlotte has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Pass to Washington. Thomas with the ball. Over Jones. Outside, Ball. The 3. Traps in the tray. Ball's got 21.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Ball slams it in.
Well, it's great seeing Ball finish with strength like that, showing off the athleticism with that rim-rocking throwdown.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Morant outside. Fires for 3. A new 14 for the Grizzlies. And he gets it to go. Adams has got 8 points.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Ball, the bounce pass. For 3, Oubre. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there for him.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Memphis, Tyus Jones out there with Morant. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Bane in at the small forward.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Ball kicks to Harrell. Oubre outside. Here's Bouknight. And a miss there on the triple. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Terry Rozier's checked in for ball. Memphis leading by 5. Here's Morant. Got a hand on it. Here's Adams. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 14 rebounds. Thomas against Jones. To the middle. Here's Harrell. Puts the move on. It's rebounded by Memphis. Tillman's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Bane. Hornets with the rebound. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Oubre, good.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Here's Morant. Yep, it counts. Morant's got 20. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And here is Bouknight. Stolen away. It's Morant in the corner. Passes to Adams. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 6 assists in the game.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Now here's Bouknight. Pass to Rozier. Here's Thomas. It's hauled in by Adams. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Jones, the pass to Morant. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. The 11-footer. The Hornets pull it in. Oubre's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Bouknight. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And what makes Bouknight so difficult to guard? His ability to hit jumpers off the bounce.
He's got a great handle and the quickness to create separation. I know it's unpopular with the analytics crowd, but his pull-up from mid-range is money.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Plumlee is checked in for Kelly Oubre, and Gordon Haywards is subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Memphis also making some changes. Jaren Jackson's checked in for Steven Adams. Brandon Clark comes in for Tillman. And Brooks subbed in for Tyus Jones. So he gets them both. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Grizzlies. They lead by 7. Out to Morant. The pass to Jackson. Clock at 6. Morant, that's for 2. And the rejection by Harrell. Here's Rozier. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And every year, Terry Rozier seems to get better. Specifically, Greg, becoming a more efficient and lethal scorer.
I mean, he's improving his percentages over the years, especially his three-point shooting. When he came into the league, was not a threat from deep. Now, you have got to honor that outside shot.
And both free throws good for Rozier.
Well, a lot of people were nervous about Rozier's contract. Signed for big money with the Hornets, but he has more than earned it.
You know, at the time, a lot of fans thought it was too much for him, Greg, but to Rozier's credit, he's improved since he inked that deal, and now it's looking like a cap-friendly contract.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
And here are the Hornets now, following the score by Memphis. Pass to Bain. Brooks against Hayward. Floats it up there for Harrell. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Clark into the lane. That shot off. Great D that time from Harrell. Hornets trail by 7. Now Rozier. Hayward outside. And the Hornets miss again. On the wing, Brooks. Misses the 3. Hornets have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Harrell dishes to Plumlee. Hayward from outside. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And the rejection by Harrell. Rozier with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Rozier. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Kevin, we'll see if they can make that adjustment.
All right, thank you, David.
And relentless in his attack, Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
Now, here's Rozier. Three-pointer. Hayward hits it from three-point range. Hayward's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Charlotte. Memphis leading. Morant outside. Softly drops in the floater. Morant's got 15 points here in the second half.
Fantastic instincts there by Morant, sizing up the D and then just taking what he sees.
A shot by Hayward, wide open. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. And that will tie this game up.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
And here's Morant. After Gordon Hayward hitting the 3. Good. Morant's got 26.
The delicate touch on display there. Gotta love when Morant lets that floater fly off his fingertips. Beautiful.
Now here's Plumlee. Passes it to Booknight. And it's the Hornets another 3.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Grizzlies have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Rozier against Morant. Pass to Brooks from past the arc. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Rozier the pass to Booknight. Charlotte moving it around. Back to Hayward. Three-pointer. It doesn't go for him. And Memphis the other way now. Here's Bain. Down low. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And the Hornets making a change here. Ball's checked in. Here's Brooks. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Ball against Jackson. Harrell trying to free himself up.
Well, he's an incredible ball handler. At 6'7", LaMelo can get space for his shot practically anytime he wants to.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Morant outside. To the paint. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Now, here's Rozier. Outside, Ball. Hayward on the wing. Plumlee finds Ball. Hayward on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. And they recover it. On the pass to Rozier. Now, here's Ball. Guarded closer. And the shot goes down.
Well, I tell you what separates Ball from a lot of players his age is that his footwork is advanced. He's got almost a PhD in footwork.
Now here's Morant. Inside and stolen by Harrell. Hayward looking over the floor. Rozier for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got assist number 8 now on the night. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. 6-point game. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Morant against Rozier. Unloads from 13. Not enough on that one as it misses. Hornets leading by 6. Ball kicks to Hayward. To the middle. Deflects the pass. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That's his 3rd foul of the game. It's Morant with the drop.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
And the Hornets call time here.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, LaMelo Ball.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Plumlee in the post, guarded by Jackson. The kick out to Ball. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop.
Out in the open court, few defenders can match up with Morant. He's too fast and skilled.
Ball, the pass to Harrell. Hayward against Brooks. Harrell down low. Out to Hayward. Ball from long range. It's rebounded by Memphis. And here we go. Morant with a wide open look. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket. Morant's got 33.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Now, here's Ball. He's tightly guarded. That's to Rozier. Back to Ball. And Ball slams it in.
I do not know if there's a more confident family in the NBA. Ball wants the ball when it matters most.
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Plumlee against Morant. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Paul's running. And it's Rozier missing. Grizzlies shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. Brooks with no one around.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard. Gets them another possession and allows them to run even more clock.
Outside ball from downtown. And they'll get another chance. He's looking for Harrell and finds him. Hayward against Brooks. 6 to shoot. Deep 2 from Ball. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And so it's Memphis with it. They lead by 1. And an intentional foul right there. Washington's checked in for Charlotte. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a three-point game.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a three-point attempt.
And the Hornets call time here. They're down by 3. 20 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ball kicks to Hayward. Back to Ball. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed.
So it's Memphis picking up the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And, Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Brandon, what were you doing defensively to change this game?
I would just get in stops and then just kind of running, really. It was just pace, really. It was just stops and just runs, and then we just kind of got some really, really easy baskets, so it just kind of got us that lead.
It was a great performance, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.